Namaskaram friends. So in this video I am going to talk about life or creation or cosmos or everything, because all these are words, the meaning of each and every word is same. So today I am just looking at on my own system and try to find out about its origin, okay, and what it going to be in the future. So generally I look around and see many plants, many animals, many stones, many things, and try to find about from which element I am made up of. Okay, then through my daily habits I think about water, I eat food which come from the soil, I breathe air, then I live in a area where an atmosphere is good, and on daily basis I exercise in sunlight and I watch sunset. That means 5 elements: air, water, soil, fire and space are basic 5 elements from which any life form is made up of. When I think about plants, they also sunlight, on daily basis sunlight is falling on them, they take water from the ground, air is blowing, they find some space for their you can say grow, and a bit of a bit of space is there. That means for any life form, be it plant, be it animal, be it any human being, 5 elements of existence is required. Okay, so I made up of this element. Then question is, when humanity first come, you can say when humanity come on planet earth, when air, fire and space plant come on planet earth, is first these 5 elements come then humanity come, or if first humanity come then these 5 elements come, and what is the type of its basis? So I think about my life form. That means I come from my parents, my mother and my father. My mother come from parents, my maternal mother and maternal father. My father come from my grandfather and grandmother, and then this type of sequence going on in the past, and it's go and go and go on, and you do not know what is its basis. So in many scripture in Hinduism they talk about Manu, that means who is the king of the creation, and they created all these things. In Christianity we talk about Adam and Eve, from there humanity and happen. So there are different philosophies in different scriptures, but when you think about your own, that means from where you come, so you go in the past, dig the part, then you find many theories in your own mind. Many theory come from my mind, come first to one male and one female came, and then through reproduction there are many children, then they marry with other group of let's say not in their own, but they how they produce them. Again you have here three theories. Either that first man and woman give birth to two children, one male and female, then they reproduce, and then this going on, but it is in Indian scripture these types of phenomena is not going on. So let's say another theory, it is just you can say imagination of my mind. That means I try to find out from where we come. Then let's say two different tribe, two human being, first human being on one region, second human beings male and female on other region, then they produce their child, and then after some time when they met, then they marry between each other, then these types of you can say reproduction system going on, and our generation flourishes. So different theories. Many people show that reproduction is not required even with some combination of water, soil, air, fire, space, because all life form are made up by 5 this element. So when you combine these 5 elements in a good amount, then different types of life form created on planet earth. Initially using these 5 elements of existence, different life forms created, and then this phenomena come like let's say reproduction, sexuality in plants, in animals, in human being, and then this generation go on. So there are many theories you read about, but you think of there must be some truth now, but what it is, if you pay attention on it, if you throw some light on it, you understand it what it actually means. And when you talk about what is going in the future, that means is humanity live here for many long years or forever, or at some point of time it destroy. So it is a, let's say, concept of just humanity, but you talk about a larger term called creation. That means creation in which everything come: air, water, soil, fire, space, stones, life, plants, flower, vegetables, everything, every life form, every animate and inanimate objects in this creation, any physical, non-physical, what type of dimension you think of. Then we have idea is this creation is limited or limitless, because we send satellites in space, we travel here and there in the world, below the ocean, above the sky, and in galaxies, on different galaxy planets, and we exploring till now. So there, in through meditation, through understanding, through their mathematical deduction, many people say that this universe is endless. That means it has no beginning and it has no end. So this creation is limitless. That means we do not found its origin and we do not found its end. So again question come up. That means because we do not, you can say, pictorial form, we do not understand this what infinite means. That's why the term infinity come in mathematics. That means things which we do not know, we term it as infinite. Okay, and this comes from meditation. When people meditate, then they find this type of pattern, because it is people say that this term, let's say, zero, infinity and point is originated in India, and this is basically originated through yoga, through meditation. So this type of system, this type of thinking come in your mind, and you try to find out your answer. Many people have different ideas about it, but when we talk about creation, this creation, then an idea come. We are the part of the creation, because without air, without fire, without soil, air, space, we do not live here. Without the help of a stone, without the help of other human being, we do not survive here. Okay, first basic element is 5 elements of existence, then other things. Because when we travel, we take help of transportation, then science and technology come into play. We take help of rest, then architecture come into play. We talk to people, then existence of other people come into play. We see flowers, then role of flowers come. We smell flowers. We eat fruit, then role of fruit. That means what you can say, what life form help us in living a full-fledged, a good life on this planet Earth. We bow down towards them because they helping us to understand the creation. Because through travel, through meditation, through spirituality, through knowledge, and whatever activity we perform in our life, we try to find out our basic existence. Many people just do it without thinking, but when you understand the core dimension of it, many people, when they pay attention on their body or in the creation, they understand this. They basically try to find out what is the basis of the creation. So when this idea come in my mind, what is this the only creation? Because when we talk about creation, that means Big Bang and Big Crunch in science and technology. So is this creation? Before that what? And after that what? Again this question come. If this is a creation, what is the life span? Because when we see dead people, when we say a child is born, then we have an idea that lifespan of a human being is 100 years. Then we talk about then a concept of time come in our mind. And that means what is the time? Then we look towards dog, then their lifespan is 12 years. Cat 12 years, lion 10 to 15 years, different insect even just 1 year or just 1 day. So in this phenomena, time come into our play. Then we try to understand about what is the life of this whole creation, not about one species, not about one insect, not about one plant. What is the life of this creation? So through science and technology, we know that the age of this cosmos is 13.8 billion. That means this creation is 13.8 years old. Then what happened before this creation? This is the first creation, or any number of creation happened before it, and any number of creation going to happen in the future. So if this is the one creation, then what is before that and what is after that when it end, or either it end or not? So many you can say dimension open it. That means this creation is only one. That means only one Big Bang happen, and then Big Crunch happen, and then everything is finished. And when it finished, how it looks? Is it into our experience or not? And before this creation, what is going on? So different theories, different in different books, in different when you talk to different people, variety of or various types of philosophy, or you can say various types of ideas related to this concept come. So many scientists said that there is many big bangs, or you can say series of big bang, not only one big bang. And in Indian spirituality it is said that we are living in the 84th creation. Before that 83 creation are happened, and after that 30 creation are yet to happen. So we are living in the 84th creation. That means before that 83 such type of creation are happened, and in that creation different, not same life form, different types of life form existence may that life form may not exist in this creation, because every creation is altogether independent of other creation in terms of life form, but residue of one creation is passed on to the future creation. So if this is, when we hear it, we read it, but if we try to understand it or take it into our experience, then we understand that that means if this is the living creation, when you look around in this video, when you look around here and there, this is the living creation. You see me, I am a physical dimension, I am living, okay, plants, flowers, this whole sky, these sounds of the birds, this air, everything is just living. You experience it currently, just now you experience it. That means living creation. Many creation, 83 creation are happened in our part. Some residue of it embedded in our DNA, in our cells, in the seeds of every plant, everywhere it is present. That means residue part of it. Many people say that 63rd are completely lost, but 20 residue of 20 is still in your body, in your cell. That means if you try to, you can say, try to understand the previous creation, residue of 20 previous creation is currently present in our body, but rest 63rd is lost. Not completely lost, but more than 90% is lost. That means it required a more you can say severe sadhana, more severe meditation to retrieve all type of data, because all these are data 80 before all the creation, before 81st creation happened. Before that, what is it, we do not know, because in our mind there is also a picture what it looks, is it our experience or not, what it looks like. That means if everything is finished, this world is look like what, this is completely black. In my imagination it, or you can say when I think about it, looks like it's completely blank. That means no creation, no physical dimension, and only non-physical dimension. And when this creation end, again the whole same thing, everything is in completely black. When you see in the space now, everything is, you can say 99.9% thing are black, only few percentage of them is a light, and through this light we see the whole creation. That means we know only 0.5%, through light we know only 0.5% of the whole creation, and remaining 99.5% is in black. That means what we do not know is so immense that what we know like a minuscule. That's why many people say that what you know is nothing, and nothing and everything is same, because people say that I know everything. That means they know a small percentage of the whole creation, and it is equivalent to nothing. Okay, so in my imagination it looked like before the first creation happened, it likes nothing existed. That means no creation, and after the it reached its fulfilled. That means when the last creation happened, after that it completely lost, and there is nothing left in this creation. So what we see today, what we see currently is the 84th creation, a living creation. We can experience it. It is we experience is in our body. That means not a residue, not a, you can say, no retrieve process required to, you can say, dig the data about our past, because this is the living creation. You can gather the data automatically through meditation. Of course meditation is required, but different types of meditation is required, because this is the living creation, so not so much effort is required. When you try to retrieve the data about first creation, second creation, so it is completely lost, because see, life of this creation is 13.8 billion, and it is still going on. So let's say for example life of one creation is 100 billion years. Okay, so 83 into 100, that means 8300 billion years ago, if we try to retrieve the data of 8300 billion years ago, then it's require lots of energy, lots of meditation, lots of sadhana, because you travel that, you can say, that you can say you want to travel so far in your past, that means it require a lot of effort. When you travel on the moon, it required a lot of time, energy, effort, understanding, intelligence. And when you try to travel in the past, and which is also 8300 billion years ago, then it requires a lot of energy, lots, you can say a very sophisticated mechanism. When you keep your physical and mental body, or you can say mechanism, in a good state, then only you can retrieve, otherwise it is not possible. That's why very few people are able to know. When I talk about the creation, first because I spend time, energy and many things on finding out, so on day by day I meditated to understand. So you can say retrieve only, or you can say small percentage of about the creation in my experience. But people who said that, who give idea about 84 creation and things about like that, they you can say dedicate their whole time, energy into this effort. Okay, so this required a lots of dedication, lots of energy, and of good physical, mental body, and also adventure. Because when you try to go in the past, it required a most robust body, and also you are not sure that when you go so far in the past, you are like same as you before, or either you can survive in this world or not. Or many people think that you are not from this planet, like an alien, because nowadays these types of concept are going on. When human being any talk about past or talk about future, people say that he is not a human being. No, human being have the capability to know about everything in their experience, because their mechanism is the most sophisticated. But if you keep your physical, mental, energy, emotional, bliss body in a good state, and it required lots of effort. What type of food you eat, on what time eat, what type of practices you follow, on which time you wake up, what is the importance of time. That means you have to know about time, about the creation. And then when you understand the nature, creation, and you sync with it, then only you download the data about it. When you want to know about the first creation, you have to first idea about the creation, no? Then for that, if you want to go in the past, you have to keep you have to be a very good mechanism, a good body. So for that, you have to research on food, you research on exercise, you research on meditation, research on yoga. All these are tools to go in the past. When you travel, for example, when we travel, we keep a bag, a ticket, some money, okay, we use some different types of transportation system, and we go on different place, and we through talk, through understanding, by gathering data about their color, shape, size, we know about it. So, and this is the present creation. So to understand the present creation, it's require a lot of effort. So just think about if when you want to go in the past, and as past as a first creation, and when you want to go as for in the future as the last creation, and also before the first creation and after the last creation, it is like you have to become the creator of the whole creation, then only you know about it. Okay, and people are, every human being, everyone is capable of understanding the creator, because creator present everywhere and in every particle. Okay, but many few people perceive it or take it into their experience, because very few people dedicated their time in this arena. Okay, nowadays if you say about the problem of the human being, nothing bad in the creation, but just a little bit of nasty thought in the mind of the people, and they create the chaos in the whole world, in terms of war, in terms of infrastructure, you can say investment on health, investment on education, investment of, you can say, you talk about religion. Religion is a area where many people on daily basis fights are going on, war is going on regional level or local level, within a family, in the society, in the nation, in the world. And people talk about my God is this, your God is this. When they pay attention, and when one, you can say, some group of people try to spread this knowledge in the whole world, is God is present everywhere in every creation. Maybe your God is different because you have only limited identity. You think that only in, you can say, God is present only in temples. No, God is present in everywhere. Creation and creator exist together. Without creator, creation cease to exist. How is wind is blowing? Just first question, who blow this wind? We do not know. How the plant is growing, giving fruit, giving flower, and then sets their leaves, and then again in next season same process is going on. Who do this? Creator do this. If this is in not your experience, it is just a gross knowledge that you understand that no, flower is blossoming, fruit is coming, I ate, I live. No, you have to pay attention on each and everything. Who blow the wind, how flowers are blossoming, how fruits are ripening, how its leaves are falling, how this on every time clouds are moving here and there, sunrise happens, sunset happen, earth is rotating, sun, other planets are rotating around the planet, around the sun, our star is rotating around the galaxy is rotating around the cluster is rotating around the supercluster is rotating around other supercluster, and all the creation is beginningless and endless. How this idea come in our mind? Because we look into, because science and technology till now we have no mechanism that we sit on one place and watch the whole creation. No, we have understand this by paying attention in our inner dimension, because in our inner dimension residue of previous creation is present, and also through different sadhana, through different exercise, through different meditation method, we retrieve the data about the first creation and before that, and also the data about the last creation and after that. So this is not through science and technology. Science and technology is a good arena, but till now science and technology, I do not try to demean it, but science and technology we limit. Many people in the definition of science technology, they limit it in the physical dimension. No, meditation is also a science. Okay, that means a different dimension of science. Okay, through mathematical deduction, through, you can say, making machine, you can say save our time. When we save our time by understanding things, but through meditation you save much of your time and you reach to the core of the creation. Because this idea of creation, about creator, about life, about 5 elements is come in our body when we pay attention on our body. Because we are not capable of using a machine and go in a space where we just sit on a machine and see the whole creation, because creation is limitless, endless, no beginning, no end. So how you can see a thing which has no beginning and no end? In our perspective of our eyes, we see things which are, you can say, for example, I see this because it has here its origin, here it end. Then I see this object. Okay, I see this one because here its origin, here its end. But things which have no origin and no end, how I can perceive in my mind? This I am a human being. So through this body I understand that this is our mechanism. Here it begin, here it end. That's it. That means things which have some limited physical structure, we understand or we perceive it. Like a tree, let's say that tall tree, shape of a sun, shape of a leaf, shape of other birds, other animals, it has a boundary about this creation, then we perceive it. But if a creation, or you can say cosmos, is beginningless and endless, so how you can perceive it? So this is a very intriguing question. That means when we talk about endless cosmos or beginningless, which have no beginning and no end, then it is our mechanism, it is our, through meditation is only we understand about the core of the creation. Because through machine only we say a physical form which have some boundary, but through meditation we understand about cosmos which is beginningless and endless. And when you meditate, you just, when you meditate and when you open air, you understand that through that process, in your whole mind everything is black, just a small spot of light, either generally I see in a blue. Okay, so through this idea I understand this cosmos is like that, everywhere is black, cosmos is completely black. That means what we do not know, you can say associate black as what you do not know, and a small spotlight like blue what appear in my mind, I understand like that light as a creation, and I apply my knowledge of my meditation in the whole creation and try to understand it. Because whatever science and technology, research or develop mechanism, methods, mathematics till now, we are not yet understand the cosmos in its full form, but through meditation we understand. So we have to research on this dimension more, because this dimension is capable of opening the area which till now science and technology is not capable of. So this is a small video. I hope through this video you understand some basic concept about cosmos, about creation. Okay, this lecture is going on because infinite types of question is come in my mind. On daily basis I try to record a 20 to 30 minute video and I upload it on YouTube, so that people on daily basis have some knowledge, have some idea, or spend some time in this arena also. Okay, because this is the, if we are a human being, we have the most sophisticated human on planet Earth. Either classification by science and technology, either classification by yogic or spiritual guru. We are the most sophisticated human being, and what we experience, what we perceive in our mechanism is the ultimate, and which is unique for each and every life form. So we have to pay attention on this dimension and understand this time and that dimension, so that we open what all dimensions which are not yet open, and help other people to open this dimension and live a good full-fledged life on this planet Earth. So I hope you love this video. So namaskaram. Thank you.